There's 4 steps to setting up your WooCommerce website. And in this video, I'm going to go step by step showing you how to set up a WooCommerce website, and you're going to go from a beginner to an expert by the end of this video. The first step is to buy hosting. You need a company that's going to host your WooCommerce website on their servers. And I have the hookup with a specific hosting company that I'll share with you later in this video. It is the best price on hosting you're going to find, and it's a very good and reliable hosting company. The second step is to set up your hosting. You're going to need to buy a domain name, though I'm going to show you how you can get a domain name for free. You're also going to need to install your SSL certificate. And an SSL certificate makes sure that your website is safe and secure so people can enter their credit card into your website and everything will be safe. The third step is to set up WooCommerce. And WooCommerce allows you to add products on your website. It's a plugin for WordPress. And by using the hosting company I'm going to recommend to you in just a minute, it makes this entire process very easy. They automatically install WordPress and WooCommerce for you. In step 4, I'm going to show you how to make your WooCommerce website look good so people actually want to purchase things from you. Plus, I'm going to show you a bunch of advanced features, including different plugins that you should add to your WooCommerce website. The first step is to go to effectiveecommerce.com/Hostinger because I have the hookup with Hostinger. Not only is Hostinger one of the best hosting companies out there, but it's by far the cheapest, and you're going to get an even bigger discount by using my link. I'll link it up here and down below in the description. Plus, in just a minute, I'll give you a coupon code that'll give you an extra 10% off. This is the best pricing you can find on hosting. On top of that, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee, which means there's no risk for you to start your own website today. So we're going to click Start Now. Now, I've done videos before comparing different hosting companies out there. And if you've looked at different hosting companies, these prices are so much cheaper than what you're going to find anywhere else. I'll link a video up here where I show the pros and cons of different hosting companies, but if you're looking for a good deal, Hostinger is definitely the best option. And I'll talk about why they're so inexpensive in just a minute here, but their single shared hosting plan is only $1.39 a month. Now, this used to be 99 cents, but it looks like they recently have raised the prices, which is another thing to note. If you are looking at getting hosting, I would do it ASAP because I don't know if Hostinger is going to have these low prices forever. And a single shared hosting is a great option if you're getting started. The downside is you're only able to host one website on your account, and it's only going to allow you to get about 10,000 visitors per month. It also doesn't come with the free domain name or the free Google Ads credit. So I'm going to probably, for the purposes of this video, upgrade to the premium shared hosting plan because it allows you to have 100 websites, 25,000 visitors per month, and it gives you a free domain name and the Google Ads credit. But if you are starting your WooCommerce website as a business and you're expecting to get a lot of traffic, it might make sense to upgrade to the business shared hosting plan. Now, this plan is going to be the fastest, so if speed's something that's very important to your website, you may want to go with the business shared hosting. Also, keep in mind, you can always start with the single shared hosting and upgrade later over time as your business grows. So we're going to click select right here, and we're going to choose how long we want to lock in our rate. Now, here's one of the reasons why Hostinger is so much cheaper than other hosting companies, because they really want you to sign up for the 48-month plan, basically have you lock in that rate for 4 years. Now, another thing to keep in mind is once those 4 years are up, the plan is going to renew at $6 a month. But here's the secret. After your 4 years, if you contact support and tell them, hey, I'm thinking about walking away from my hosting, a lot of times you can get them to lower the rate back to the original per month rate that you were paying before your plan expired. Now, since I'm just making a test website for this video, I'm just going to sign up for 12 months, but I would actually encourage most people to sign up for the full 4 years. You're going to save so much money. Plus, since you can build 100 different websites, basically for the next 4 years, anytime you have a new business idea, you can create a new website extremely easily. The next step is to select payment, and they take credit card, PayPal, they even take Bitcoin and a bunch of other cryptocurrencies. I'm just going to go with credit card right here. And here's another bonus. If you scroll down here, click have a coupon code ? And put in my name, Travis, and you're going to get an extra 10% off. Then the last step is to come down here, put in your credit card information, and click submit secure payment. Once you've done that, you're going to be asked to create a password. So put in your password and click continue. Now let's go do step 2 and let's set up the hosting so that we can eventually set up our WooCommerce website. And we're going to click start now. Then we're going to click e-commerce. And since our plan comes with a free domain name, I'm going to select this option right here. But if you already have an existing domain name that maybe you bought with Namecheap or GoDaddy, you can click right here to select to use that other domain name, and they'll walk you through how to do that step by step. It's a very simple process. Or the other option is if you want to buy a domain name, you can do that by selecting right here. But since we have the free domain name, I'm going to claim that. Now I'm going to create a WooCommerce website for this company called Cocktail Cards. And Cocktail Cards is a product that was started by a student that's in my Amazon FBA program. We actually partnered on this product. That product has been amazing amazingly successful. It's done over $100,000 in sales just on Indiegogo alone, and we need to create a website for this business. So I'm gonna type in here, buy cocktail cards, and I'm gonna switch it from .online to .com, because don't use .online, always try to get a .com whenever possible. And we're gonna click search to make sure that this is available. And it looks like it's available, so I'm gonna click continue. Now you can build a new website if you don't have a website yet, or if you already have a website with a different hosting company and you're looking to move to Hostinger to save some money, you can click select to migrate my website. But I'm gonna click select to build a new website. Now, if you're just trying to create a blog, you're gonna wanna create a WordPress website. But since we're trying to sell things on this website, we wanna create a WooCommerce website. And again, a WooCommerce website is basically just a WordPress website where you add in this plugin of WooCommerce to that WordPress website, and it allows you to add products to your website and be able to take payment for those products. So I'm gonna click select right here. Then you're gonna create a password for your account and click continue. And then you can select whatever template for your website looks best. You can click to preview it to see what it's going to look like. And if you like it, you can click select and continue, or you can go back and you can look at the different templates. Now, don't worry, you can always change your template later. I think if you're gonna be selling products, I really like this organic store template, but there's a lot of other templates out there. This is just one of the free options. Then it's gonna show you all this different information, and if you wanna change anything, you can easily change it. For instance, I don't want the server location to be in Europe. I want it to be in North America because that's where most of the customers are going to be. And finally, we're gonna click Finish Setup. Once your website's ready, you're gonna click Manage WordPress. Now that your website is set up, we need to customize everything. So to do that, we're gonna go to buycocktailcards.com and we're gonna click on Dashboard. Then we're gonna go down to WooCommerce and we're gonna click on the Home button. Now you're gonna follow this step-by-step guide to set up your WooCommerce website. The first thing to do is to put in your address. Once you're done with that, you'll click Continue. Then select what category your website is. For this one, since it's an educational product about cocktails, I'm gonna click Education and Learning. Now you'll choose whether you're trying to sell physical products or products that could be downloaded like software or ebooks or things like that. It also offers some other options. For instance, if you have a product and you wanna start selling subscriptions, you can add the ability to sell subscriptions for about $16 a month. Or if you wanna sell bookings, meaning that someone can actually book an appointment with you, that's gonna be $20 a month. Now there are other ways. You don't necessarily have to pay this $20 a month for this kind of a service. Another option is if you wanna be able to bundle products, like maybe you have product A and product B and you want to be able to sell them individually or as a bundle, you can do that for an extra $4 a month. Though this is one of those things that in my opinion you don't need to pay for. You could always create a separate listing that has both product A and B sold together. And last is customizable products. This allows you to sell products that will include things like gift wrapping or adding a special note. For the purposes of this video, we're just selling physical products. It's actually a product that we're gonna ship out to the customers. So I'm gonna click continue. Then we're gonna let them know how many products we plan on selling. So for this, it's really just one product. So I'm gonna select 1 through 10 because in the future, we might add on extra products. And it asks, are we currently selling in other places? And I'm gonna say yes, on another platform. It then asks, what's the current annual revenue? I'm gonna select $50,000 to $250,000. And it asks what platform we're selling on. I'm gonna put Amazon. And then we'll click continue. It then asks, do we want to include some of these different business features for free? Let's just check these features to make sure they're all things that we want. All of these look good, and they're things that we can always delete later. And since they're free, I say, why not? Then in step 5, it'll ask you to pick a theme, and you can look at some different themes here. We're just gonna stick with the current theme right now. Then it's gonna ask you to create a Jetpack account, and I recommend signing up for Jetpack. It's a free service, and it comes with a lot of benefits that's going to enhance your WooCommerce website. Now the next thing we'll do is talk about how to add a product to your store. Then I'll show you how to set up WooCommerce payments in just a minute here. So to add a product to your store, you're gonna go down to products and you're gonna click all products. And one of the first things I recommend doing is going through and deleting all the existing products, because they'll put in their sample products just for you to see how they work, but let's delete those because you're not actually selling those products. And you'll go to bulk actions, move to trash, and click apply. And once you're ready to add your product, you're gonna click add new. Now you'll scroll down and you'll put in the product name. So for this, I'm gonna put cocktail cards -100 cocktail recipe flashcards. Down here, you'll put in a description of your product, and I already have a description, so I'm just gonna copy and paste it in there. Now the next thing we're gonna do, and one of the most important things, is we're gonna add an image of what this product looks like. So we're gonna click set product image, and we're gonna go to upload files, and we're gonna select the file, and we're gonna find a picture of the product that we want the main image of this product to be. And for this, I'm going to select this image and click open. Now you're going to want to change the alt text and the title to include keywords that people might go to Google and search for those keywords to try to find your product. So I know if someone's going to Google to look for something like cocktail flashcards, they'd be really happy to find our product. And the reason this works is Google basically looks at all the websites in the world and says, wow, this website has exactly what this person is searching for. It has cocktail flashcards. So then what we're going to do is click Set Product Image. Now at this point, we're going to scroll up and we're going to click on Preview to see what our product looks like right now. Now this is pretty basic. It doesn't really look that great. There's not much of a description. And another thing that's missing that's really important is a price. So we're going to scroll down here and we're going to say the regular price is $35 and the discounted price is only $32.99. And another thing we're going to do is we can actually add images right here into the description, and you want to have as many images as possible. And to do that, you're going to click on Add Media. And it's the same process. You're going to go to Upload Files, select Files, and pick a file that you want to add. I think this is a good photo to add for the description. Again, we're going to want to change the alt text and the title. This time, let's put cocktail recipe cards. You're going to scroll down and select the size. I'm going to say, let's make it full size. We can always change it later. Click Insert into Product. And now if you scroll down, you'll see the image here. Another thing that you can do is actually add a bunch of products as gallery images. And we're going to again click Upload Files. And we're going to select a file here. And let's say that we want this image. We're going to click Open and click Add to Gallery. So let me show you what that's going to look like. So already our product page is looking a lot better. This is the gallery image. It shows the different product images right here, or we can scroll down and we can see in our description these other images. Now, I would recommend to add an even bigger description and much more images. But our website still needs some work because it still says organic store. And at this point, you can customize just about everything. If you want, you can customize global things, meaning things that appear all over the website. For instance, the typography. What font do you want everything to be? What colors do you want things to be? So right now, the main theme color is black and this green. If I wanted to change it instead to more of a yellow, I could change it to more of a yellow. You see, there we go. We got the sale changes right there. Link colors. What colors do you want the links to be? Let me put like a blue for links, and we'll show you that later. What about link hover color? And let's say we want to change that to a red, for instance. And you could change the heading color. I think black's actually really good for that. You can change things, like I mentioned, the typography. What do you want the headings? What kind of font do you want the headings? Right now it's Merriweather. What if we wanted it to be Noto Sans, for instance? And you're going to see it change. See, it changes right there. You can put whatever you want. You can also change the weight of the font, making it thicker or less thick. And you can change a bunch of other things in here. This is something that we don't need to talk about during this video. I think it's a little bit more advanced. There's also the base typography you can change here. But the thing that we really want to change, and the main reason I'm bringing this up, is we want to change this header. So we're going to go to Header Builder. And right here, you can see the logo is on the left side, and then it goes Primary Menu in Cart. Right here, you could move this around if you wanted to. You could put cart over here and you can modify this and change it, but I actually like the way that it has it currently. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna change that logo. So right now, we're gonna click Change Logo and we're gonna click Upload Files, select Files, and we will upload this photo. Then we'll click Select. And just like that, we have a new logo and our website's looking a little bit better. Another quick thing that you can do is you can actually go into the WooCommerce settings, and I recommend going into Single Product here and clicking to disable the breadcrumb. It's gonna make things look a little bit cleaner. Now, later in this video, I'm gonna go through a lot more of this stuff and show you how to customize your website even more. But let's click Publish. And now our website's starting to look a little bit better, but one thing to keep in mind is the homepage is still the default homepage. So to fix that, we're gonna click Edit Page, and it's gonna bring us to the page editor. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click on this image, and I'm gonna click Replace, and Open Media Library. Let's replace it with the image of our product, and click Select. Now I'm gonna click on this leaf, and I'm just gonna click on the three little dots there and click Remove Block. And then I'm gonna start changing some of this text. So here I'm gonna put 100 cocktail recipe cards. And I'm gonna put here, buy cocktail cards now. And right here, I'm gonna change it to say, cocktail cards contains over 100 cocktail recipe cards. And right here, I could add more text if I wanted to, but I'm gonna choose not to for now. I'm then gonna continue to go down here, and you could add whatever you want right here. Free shipping is fine. Instead of certified organic, I could put some other bullet points here. And this best-selling products section, I'm just gonna go ahead and delete all of this. And you could use the same process to keep going down here and either removing content blocks or customizing your website. For the purposes of this video, I'm not gonna customize the website because there's something more important that we need to talk about. So once you're done with all your changes, go ahead and click update. And let's talk about how to actually set up payments for your WooCommerce website, which is the last thing you need to do to make it so that your WooCommerce website can function as a real e-commerce website. So you're gonna go back to the WooCommerce tab here, and you're gonna click Set Up WooCommerce Payments. You're gonna go through, and then you're gonna start filling out all this information here. And you're gonna start entering your information here. Put in your business details, again, what industry you're gonna be in, and you're gonna select an account where you want your money to be sent to. Now you can either put in the bank details manually, or you can connect it with an existing bank account. And you'll continue following the step-by-step instructions, and you'll be able to set up WooCommerce payments very easily. And one of the more advanced features with WooCommerce is the plugins. And basically, any kind of feature or functionality you want for your website, you can probably find a plugin that'll give you that exact feature or functionality. In fact, as I've mentioned before, WooCommerce itself is just a plugin into the WordPress software. So let's take a look at what plugins we have installed right now, as well as I'll tell you in just a minute what some of the must-have WooCommerce plugins are if you're gonna be running an e-commerce website. So if you scroll down, you can see this is a list of all the different plugins that are currently installed, and there is a lot of them. And one of the plugins is WooCommerce. Now, you can deactivate plugins whenever you want. For instance, Opt-in Monster was automatically added, and I didn't want Opt-in Monster added, so I'm gonna go ahead and deactivate that. For instance, one feature I'd like to have on this website is that when people click on this button, instead of it adding to the cart, I want it to take them directly to a checkout page, because if they click add to cart, that's just one extra step before they actually are putting in their credit card information. So the way to do that would be to download and install a plugin called Direct Checkout. And you can search for any kind of plugin you want right here to see if it exists. And I'm gonna give you a list of all the different plugins I recommend in just a second here. And we're gonna put in Direct Checkout. And since I don't have any plugins installed called Direct Checkout, you gotta search for the plugins in the WordPress plugin directory. And then you can scroll down and you can see all the different options here. And there's a ton of different options. And there's also a rating system. And this one's got 191 reviews and 5 stars. So I'm gonna go ahead and install that now. Once it's installed, you can click to activate it. Now when people click add to cart, it's gonna take them directly to the checkout page, and they can purchase it a lot easier. And I'm gonna show you some more advanced features and ways to customize your WooCommerce website in just a minute. But first, let me share with you some of my favorite plugins that you should install on your WooCommerce website. First one, as I mentioned, is Jetpack, and this unlocks a lot of other plugins and gives you access to a bunch of different features, one of which is an anti-spam plugin that helps to filter, making sure you're not getting a lot of different spam comments. Another plugin you should install is Google Analytics plugin. This is gonna make it easier to connect your WooCommerce website to Google Analytics. And Google Analytics is one of the most powerful free tools out there. It allows you to see how many people are coming to your website. Where did they come from? Did they find you from Google? Did they find you from paid advertising? How much time do they spend on your website? How often do they actually purchase things? And by learning from this data, you're gonna be able to optimize your WooCommerce website so that you get more people buying. I also recommend getting a plugin called Insert Headers and Footers. This allows you to easily enter JavaScript into your header and your footer, which is something you're gonna wanna be able to do if you wanna have even more ability to customize your website. I also recommend getting Simple 301 redirects. This allows you to create 301 redirects from your website. What that means is you can use your website's URL and point to other websites very easily. For instance, I might wanna do buycocktailcards.com/Amazon. And that would redirect people to the Amazon listing for cocktail cards. You may also want to install Simple Custom CSS if you're planning on customizing your website and really taking it to the next level. Another really powerful plugin is called Embed Videos, which is going to lead to more sales, because if you have a video explaining what your product is, more people are going to understand what your product is and want to buy your product. So now let me show you an overview of some more advanced features of your WooCommerce website. Now, one of the first things that you're gonna wanna know is if you come here, go to WooCommerce into orders, this is gonna be a list of all the different people who have purchased from your website. Obviously right now, there's no orders here, but as orders start coming in, you're gonna see them here, and then you're gonna get the information of the people. If you need to send them a physical product, all those orders will be right here. You can also do things like give coupons away to customers. If you want to give them a discount, and there's this coupons tag right here, and all you have to do is click create your first coupon. It's very simple to do. You're going to follow the step-by-step directions, and you can give anybody you want a coupon for your products. If you want to further customize your website, you can go into the settings tab right here, and you can customize things even further. For instance, let's click on the products tab, and you can see down below, you can do things like enable product reviews. Maybe if your product's brand new, you don't want to enable product reviews. I would recommend for most people selling products online, enable product reviews, maybe even add some of your own 5-star reviews so people feel comfortable when buying your product. And there's a lot more settings here that you can customize. So at this point, we have a fully functional WooCommerce website where people can actually buy products from. And if you want to create your own WooCommerce website, simply and affordably, I have a link up here and down below to HostSinger. It's the best deal you can find. And remember to use coupon code Travis. Not only are you going to get a huge discount on their hosting, in addition to that, I will give you a free WooCommerce tutorial video going into way more depth. So if you are going to start your own WooCommerce website, make sure to use my link down below and use coupon code Travis. Thanks for watching and good luck on starting your own WooCommerce website.